What is going on, and welcome back to another episode of the Real and Raw Show. I'm your host, John Marrone, and as I'm recording this, you're listening to it after Valentine's Day, but it is Valentine's Day right now, and I'm excited because I got a date tonight with my daughter, Aria. My wife gave up her Valentine's Day dinner dates a few years back. Since we had Aria, she said, you know what? Why don't you treat her to Valentine's Day dinner? So every year we go ahead and we do a Valentine's Day date. And don't worry, my wife gets plenty of dinner dates outside of Valentine's Day. Before I dive into today's episode, I'm going to make it quick because I want to take my daughter to gymnastics. I want to go ahead and get to our Tommy Bahama date. I want to talk to you about what I have going on next week. So if you are in real estate, you must attend our free virtual call nights. So it's a free virtual call night. We do a 30-minute sales training. Then we dive into actually calling your leads. And we're going to be giving away prizes. We're going to be giving away free coaching. We have some sponsors. I'm going to give away some gifts. So if you're in real estate and you want to go ahead and get a free sales training live, virtual, but live, and you want to go ahead and jump on our call night and be in a chance to not only set appointments to make money, but also win some prizes and some giveaways as well, do me a favor. I want you to go to Instagram right now. Pull it up. I'll give you a second. Type in my name. And it's Real John Marrone. Most of you guys should hopefully be following me. Real John Marrone, JohnMarrone. I want you to slide into my DMs and say call night. And I will send you the link, sign up for you, for your team, whatever it might be. So if you're in real estate, February 23rd, which is Thursday, 6 o'clock Central Time, hang out with us for about 90 minutes to 2 hours pending. But we're going to have 30 minutes of the top converting scripts, as well as we're going to have an hour of actually dialing, giving away prizes, some free coaching, and everything in between. Hopefully I see you guys there. Don't forget, slide into DMs, message me the words call night, and we'll get you the link. So let's get on to today's episode. Today's episode is for everybody on this podcast, on the show that is in sales. And to be honest with you, I think we're all in sales. We're always trying to prove, our point, or always trying to win, our side of the argument. Everybody in here, whether you are in a sales, quote unquote, position or not, we're all in sales one way or another. But this is for those real estate agents out there and those salesmen out there that I'm going to tell you something that you probably suck at. And it's going to be the game changer for you, though. You know what you're really bad at? You're probably really bad at tracking your numbers. I get it, right? I mean, I remember when I would be running laps around people in our sales department, it was always a struggle for some reason for me just to send over the numbers, right? To track the numbers. But what I found as I continue to obviously get more into sales, but also as I started to grow other companies, is that this phrase right here, and write it down, is something we must live by. What gets inspected gets respected. What gets inspected gets respected. And the more that you try to run away from your numbers, the faster it's going to catch up to you. The slower you're going to be able to get to the results you want. We must track everything. And I know it could be time consuming, but in reality, it's not that time consuming. And the facts of it is, it actually saves you a lot of time on the front or on the back end when you don't need to figure out, oh man, is it my conversion from call to contact? Is it my time I'm calling? Is it, from appointment to appointment kept? Is it appointment kept to a contract? All that stuff will get lost in translation unless you're tracking. So I'll say it again. Write this down. What gets inspected gets respected. You need to start to track your numbers intentionally and diligently to truly create massive success in a faster time. Don't run away from what is going on with your numbers, right? Don't sit there and tell me that you're doing great and you don't need to send me your numbers because look at, I'm closing all these deals. Imagine if you actually tracked your numbers, what would that look like? And then also don't tell me that you're not closing enough deals, but you're not willing to track your numbers. So every single week and every single month, our real estate mastery clients send us dials, contacts, appointment set, how much that was worth, because then we're going to go ahead and obviously take a 2.5 or 3% and see their income from it. How many people hung up on them? Right from the opening line, because we've got to get better at that. How many people go from appointment kept to appointment met? How many people go from appointment met to contract or closing, right? Like, you have all these different metrics. So here's what I want you to do. This is what I want you to start tracking, okay? If you're in sales, start tracking these numbers. Here we go. How many dials you make a day? How many people you spoke to? How many people that you set an appointment with? How much that volume is going to be. So how much commission you're going to make off of that. Right? Appointment kept to appointment met. Appointment met to showing. Showing to contracts, contracts to close. I'll say it again. If you are in real estate, you need to start tracking these numbers. Dials, contacts, appointment set, potential commission earned off those appointments set, appointments met, from appointments met to showing, and then showing to contracts or offers submitted, and then offers to closing. Track all those things. And when you get really good at tracking those small details, you're going to start to win bigger. Because here's the cool part. Now you're going to know where this bottleneck of your business is. Now you're going to know, man, okay, my conversion rate from dial to contact's great, but contact to appointment set, it's low. So we got to get better on the phones, right? Or maybe it's, man, my appointment kept is great, but my appointment kept to appointment met, that's where I'm struggling. Now we know that you're rushing through these calls. Or now we know that you don't have a good enough tie down to make sure that these people show up. Or maybe you don't have enough in-depth conversations that's building enough value and truly digging into the why and why they're looking to make a move. And therefore, they're not showing up because you haven't added enough value. But without any of that, without tracking any of that, it gets very, very difficult for someone like me, a coach, or even yourself to see where the issue is. What gets inspected gets respected. And the faster you realize that, and the more that you take that into the new standard, into the new version of your business, the more you're going to succeed. I'll say it again. I've said it 3 times already. But guys, like, it's what we are ignoring is probably that we need to look at most, right? My business partner, Tessa, said it best, right? The magic pill that you're looking for is in the work that you're avoiding. The magic pill that you're looking for is in the work that you're avoiding. Now tell me, if that doesn't hit home, I don't know what will. There's stuff that you are avoiding right now. And it's probably that exact same thing that you are avoiding that can be the thing that propels you to that next level. So the magic pill that you're listening on his podcast for, the magic pill that you keep reading that next book for, the magic pill that you are looking for is in the work that you are avoiding. And a lot of you guys are avoiding tracking your numbers or not putting a high priority on it. And it's time that changes. And you're going to see your conversion rate from step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? You're going to see your conversion rate start to rise. Because the more that we can have eyes on those little teeny bottlenecks in your business, the faster we make the changes. We all want to pivot faster. How do we pivot faster? We all want to pivot faster, but how do we pivot faster? We become more aware. See, awareness is the starting point for growth and a checkpoint for progress. You need to intentionally be creating awareness on a regular basis. I'll say it again. Write it down. You guys know I like to repeat things, so you guys write them down. Awareness is a starting point for growth and a checkpoint for progression. The faster you become aware, the more intent that you put around awareness, the more your business will grow. And that is a promise. So all you real estate agents out there listening to this right now, I don't care where you're at in your business, if you're doing great, if you're not doing great, the one differentiator from who you were last year to who you are going to be this year could simply be the thing you're avoiding, which is tracking your numbers. Now, on the other side of tracking your numbers, you need to make sure that you have somebody that is holding you accountable to that. and somebody that could help you with that, right? I mean, the worst thing you could do is have this awareness and not have anybody help you identify how to get over this roadblock. Right? Awareness is a beautiful thing, but awareness without action, man, that's scary, right? That is scary. That is a place I do not want you to be. Awareness is the number one trait of the most successful people in the world. But it's not just the awareness. It's the awareness tied with the action afterwards that makes them great. So now you know what to track. Now just find somebody or even yourself, right? But really get a mentor in there that can show you, okay, man, like here you go. This is where your bottleneck is. It's from dials to contact. It's from contact to appointment set. Now here's how we fix it. And you should be doing this on a regular basis. When I say regular, I mean this should be a daily part of your rhythm. This should be a part of your daily process before you end your day. All those numbers I went over before, and I'll say it again: dials, contacts, appointments set, right? Commission earned off of those, appointments met to showings to offers to contracts. It may seem like a lot, but it's really not. And it's a way for you to get ahead of the game. It's doing this tracking prior before it becomes a problem. You may be in a boat now where it is a problem. So let's go back and look. And a small change to your conversion, realize this, a small change to your conversion will change so much of your business. What would a 5% increase in your conversion do? What would that do for your income? What would a 15% increase in your showing to offer do? And there's ways to role play it out. We just had a client I did a call with, and he's really good. He's got a 74% conversion rate. Like, props to you, Daniel Blessing. You know who I'm talking about. I'm giving you a shout out, brother. He did it, and he said, man, it's because of your scripts. And I appreciate that. He gave me the flowers and said it was my scripts, but in reality, he's the one that put the work in. Right? He's the one who actually practiced the scripts we talked about in the last show. Right? He's the one that practiced the scripts. He's the one that was role playing. But then he's like, man, but my issue is coming down where it's, I get in touch with them, boom, I close them 74% of the time. It's that appointment met to offers. That's what I'm struggling with. And the reason why he knows that is this man is tracking everything. And so guess what we did? Right? We identified that, and now we gave him a script to practice the appointment met, to how to articulate why somebody should put an offer in on a home, obviously without telling them, but really urging them and educating them on the home that they just saw. Maybe it is the best fit for them, and just having that conversation. He allowed people to really walk all over him. He was opening doors for people, and they would never put an offer in. But he also never had a intentional educational conversation about it because he didn't know how. But now that we saw the gap was, okay, it's not the appointments met, it's offers. And we went over all the people that he's working right now, which he has 12 days actually working, and said, what's their situation? Okay, how can we create and craft a message that helps them understand that, they should probably put an offer in on the next land opportunity they see, right? Or whatever that might be. But at least grabbing that control. And so now he has a different thing he could role play versus just the contacts, to appointment set. He's crushing that. He's still going to role play it. But now where his bottleneck is of the appointment met to actually showing, appointment met to actually offers, that's what now he's going to start to role play, because he's going to take that and increase that from a 10% to a 50%. What would that do? If he's only closing 1 out of every 12 people he meets, then he's going to start closing 6 out of 12. What would that do for him? An additional 5 people going ahead and putting offers in and hopefully getting those offers accepted. It would change everything for his financial freedom. But he doesn't get there if he doesn't track it. He doesn't get there if he doesn't track it. So I want you to take a second today, and I want you to figure out what your process looks like for tracking. Right? Are you going to have a Google form? Are you going to have an accountability partner? Here's what I'll do for you. Here's what I'll do for you. If you want, I'll give you what we do to track all of our clients. I'll give you our spreadsheet. It's nothing crazy. It's not earth-shattering. Like, It's nothing crazy at all, but it's a document that you could track your stuff on. If you want that document to track your stuff on, when you hit me up on Instagram at @realjohnmarrone and you say call night, I will send that to you. So if you want to come to our call night, virtual call night, February 23rd, and you want our tracking, just hit me up on Instagram. And if you don't have Instagram, which you should, hit me up on Facebook. That's another way to reach out. I just don't have enough room for friends. It's like 5,000 people they cap you at, but you can still message me. But I will send you the call night link, and I'll send you the link for you to have the spreadsheet. Once again, it's not earth shattering, but that's what you need. Here's the thing about success. Success loves speed and simplicity. Success loves speed and simplicity. Success loves speed and simplicity. So don't overcomplicate this process. I'm going to give it to you on a silver platter, give you the formula to track it. Then it's up to you to do something with that formula, to find somebody to hold you accountable, to reach out to us and we could help hold you accountable, to find an accountability partner. Or you think you could do it yourself, do it yourself. But I would highly suggest you have another person in your corner that could see things that you might not be able to. So if you reach out to me for call night, I'll also send you over that link for you to go ahead and have that same spreadsheet. But that's all we got for today. I wanted to make it quick, to the point. In sales, what gets inspected gets respected. In business, what gets inspected gets respected. In life, what gets inspected gets respected. Start being more intentional about your numbers and how you inspect it and how you become aware of it to make faster changes for faster growth. Please reach out to me with any questions you have. And if you got a lot of value out of today, share it out. If you got a team, share it out with your team. Let them know why it's so important to track your numbers. You can be really good at closing. I promise you. You can make a lot of money without tracking, but you can make a lot more with tracking. And you can make not only a lot more, but you can make a lot more with more an intentional and less effort, right? With less stress, right? With faster changes. So I'm not telling you can't make a lot of money in sales if you don't go ahead and track your numbers. But I'm telling you, you can make a lot more in a lot better way, a more effective, more efficient way when you do start to track. So hopefully you found value out of today's show. If you need me, you know where to find me. As I said before, February 23rd, 6 o'clock Central Time, free live call night, as well as a 30-minute training. We're giving away prizes. We're giving away free coaching. So come hang out with us. Let's call our leads together. Let's make some money together. And let's have a good time on February 23rd. It's a Thursday. If you want to have a couple beverages, go for it. If you got a team, get the whole team involved. Highly suggest that. But reach out to me, and it is at @realjohnmarrone on Instagram or just John Marrone on Facebook, and send me the message, call night. I'll send you the link for call night, as well as I will send you the link to how we track everything, a very simple spreadsheet. But remember, success loves speed and simplicity. So I appreciate you guys taking the time out to listen to today's episode. I hope that you really do start to inspect the numbers, and therefore you could respect the process that it's going to take to go ahead and get better at it. So have a phenomenal rest of your day. If you need me, you know where to find me. Otherwise, go get it.